So we are come to the fourth day of. So yesterday we seen that. So load balancing. So in that load balancing, so yesterday we seen the load balancing, but we didn't see the out. We didn't get the output. So yesterday I told that today we will be seeing the concept. So now we'll be going to that concept, and after that we'll be moving to next concepts. So now I'll be going to that concept. So yesterday I gave this active. So this is that I created the load balancer. Think that load balancer active and target group. That is the only. So if I go to output, so this IP where I'll be getting this IP. If I go to auto load balancer, so here also DNS name is there. Otherwise, if I want to go to that and I want to check that, I can go inside the load balancer. In the load balancer, it will be load balancer, and I can click this DNS name. This DNS name, I copied this DNS name and I can put here. I can paste here. Yes, this is the concept. So if I go there, this move to one server is red color and another server is blue color. So like this, I will be checking. So this is the concept. So one server is in red color and another server is in a this color. So now you change of servers. You know about the change of servers. It will be changed based upon our so traffic. So it will be so traffic alternate the traffic to one to another concepts. So now I want to delete this concept. So now I want to delete this load balancer. How to delete this load balancer? Like clicking this action. So first I have to delete the load balancer. After that only it delete load balancer and confirm target group, and after that only I have to delete this target delete and delete. So like that I can delete. So next thing we are going to see that already having registered one. So I think web server one and so for the web server one alone I'll be putting now in active mode. So other web server that this server I'll be deleting. So for my trial purpose I'll be deleting this concepts. So my now one server is so if I copy this and paste here means which color I think that. Sorry, I'm going to this server. So 5494 red color server. So first server is red color, so it's active. Okay, so now I want to know that. So first itself, I can go for some of the concepts. So paint, I'll be opening the paint, and I'll be. So first thing I want to go to this concept is so first Amazon or DS. Sorry, sorry, Amazon. So sorry, route 53. So now we are going for the Amazon Route 53 concepts. So it's nothing but that simply it will be telling that Route 53 is a DNS mapping. So DNS so port number is 53. That's so that only it's going to do that. So it's a Route 53 concepts. So that only is a concept. So I'm putting this concept Route 53 concepts. Okay. So now I'll be going to these concepts. So where I'll be know means first, so DNS means domain name mapping. So domain name mapping. So name server domain name mapping. So domain name DNS la domain name server, full form stands for domain name server. And so what does this use means? First of all, note that I'll be want to host my server. So I'm hosting one server. This concepts. So I'm hosting. So in this concept, and name. So and next is that. So I'll be mapping with example. I'll be mapping with my domain name. So if I want to having domain name as Reccsar.in, I can able to map that to that domain. So like that, I can map that. So how I will be mapping that only we'll be going to see that. So for this, so 9 dots and networking and content delivery. I will be clicking on network and content delivery and route 53. So reliable way to route user to the internet applications. So what is this in domain name system offered by AWS? So what is this? So is that so services we can map domain name with this server hosting server. So with this only we will be able to create one. So with this only we'll be able to create one cloud servers and all. So hosting, if you are going to example, if you are going with google.com, example google.com. So domain hosting name. So all the things will be comes in this concepts only. So get started. I'll be clicking on get started. Register domain name. So register means if I want to get in domain name, I can use this. So this register domain. So transfer domain means I can want to transfer my domain name from one to another. I can use this concept. So create hosted zones and all. It will be hosted zones. Hosted zone means zones. I have to host my DNS with my server like this now or that server. I'll be going with this concept. Sir. Create hosted zones. So configure health check. So configure health check. So is that it will be checking on health. So health means that how it's working and all. It will be checking this. So next and all we will be seeing that concepts and all. So next, okay, sir. So next is configure traffic flow means traffic. It will be traffic configure traffic. So traffic maps traffics and all. So resolve some of the if you have any queries and all, it will be routing between these concepts. So register a domain means we will be register our domain name. So example, if you want to buy domain name or my company name is our company name is Reccsar.com. So I'm having Reccsar.com and another domain is Reccsar.inc I'm having. So I will be able to map with this domain name. If I want to register, so if I want to register, I can register with this domain name. So next is that. So transfer means I want to transfer my domain name with the another domain register. So that means I want to register my hostinger means hostinger or GoDaddy. That means I can transfer and create hosted zones. So here create hosted zone means I'll be hosted means that means I'll be mapping my domain name with my hosting server. With this only I'll be able to create my hosting server. And next, configure health check. So what is mean by health check? Means health. It will be checking the health conditions. So whether it's working, yes, whether it's working or not properly working or not, and I'll be checking on traffic flow and configure resolvers. So how I will be putting this means so 9 dots services. I'll be clicking on services, networking and content delivery. Networking and content delivery. I will click on networking and content delivery, and I'll be clicking on route 53 and get started. I'll be clicking on get started. So now I'm having domain name registered with hostinger. So create hosted zone. I'll be clicking on create hosted zones. So because I'm having the domain name, so for that reason I'm using created hosted zones and get started. I'll be clicking on get started. Domain name is Reccsar.com. So sorry, dot in. I'm having this for my practicing purpose. I'm using dot in domain. So dot in and description. If I want to give description and all, I can give. Otherwise, I can leave it as empty. So public hosted zones. So tags, if I need, I can give this public and private. I do not want to give this a private. So it should be a public one and create hosted zones. So NS records, name server. NS records is so name server records. So SOA is start of authority. SOA is start of authority. So I want to map this NS domain with my domain name. So for this, I'm having domain name in hostinger. So hostinger. So I'm using this and login. I'm login. So for 2 minutes, I'll be setting my screen. Okay, now I'll be log in my system. Okay, it will be going like this. So website, app, and all. So I'll be going what domain name and my domain name. I'll be listing my domain name. So this is my domain name. So Reccsar.in. So I'll be clicking on manage. So similar to this and all, it will be there. So always it will be having like this only. So a name server. If I want to go to this name DNS server, change name server and change name server. I'll be clicking on name server and I'll be pasting this name server. I'll be copying this and I'll be pasting on this. Okay, so and I'll be clicking on save. This is the concept, sir. So now I map domain name with this DNS. So DNS, I think I'll be telling in a simple word that DNS is an intermediate tool to connect your domain name and the hosting. So hosting. Now I want to. So now I successfully connected my domain name with that DNS. Now I want to. What is the target means? I want to connect my. So now I want to connect my so hosting with this Route 53. For that, what I'll be doing means I want to connect it. So for that, what I'll be doing means I'll be simply opening this concept. So instance, I'll be opening my instance and I'll be copying. So I'll be refreshing again and I'll be copying on this public IP address and I'll be pasting on this. So create a record. So I'll be clicking on create a record. So I have to domain is subdomain is empty. I can give this if I give Reccsar.in, I want to go to this domain name. So and value should be this. So on create records. So A records, address records. A stands for address. So that I will go with that and create records. And another record I'll be creating that www with that subdomain is www, and I'll be clicking on create record. So both records I'll be giving this. Now I mix this with this concepts. So if I want to many how much subdomain I want to create, I can able to create in this panel. So MX means mail records and all. So now I want to check that. Now I want to I have check that how I will be checking this is connected or not. So if I put this Reccsar dot in domain, so default, so it's not working. So why it's not working means now it's not so it's not connected. So it will be taking around 30 minutes time, minimum at least 30 minutes time to propagate. So within that, how I can check with that record means MX toolbox. So I'll be if I check in mxtoolbox.com. So it's a one website. With that website, I can check. So with that website, I can check that it's working or not. So MX toolbox XR dot in MX means mail record. So I can check this first itself. I can check with this. So now what I'll be doing means I'll be checking on this concept as DNS. So domain name. So here all the things I'll be checking at DNS lookup. So it is pointed to this DNS. So DNS check. We can check with DNS. So it will be taking around a time to view this. So now it's propagating with ns1.dns parking, and this is also ns1, ns2. So now previous domain is mapped. So previous domain server is mapped. So it will be taking around a few minutes time. So minimum at least it will be taking around a 30 minutes time to propagate. So 30 minutes time. So within that, what we'll be doing means we can check with, we can go with another topic. The next topic is CloudWatch. So CloudWatch. So CloudWatch, why? What is this CloudWatch, and why we are using this CloudWatch now? So Amazon CloudWatch is used for monitoring purpose. So it is used for the monitoring purpose. So what is mean by monitoring? So monitoring means how it is working and all. We will be checking that. Similar to that, what will be I'll be checking with this. So here I will be going on Task Manager, and I'll be checking my health checkup. So this is the performance task manager and CPU utilizations. So example, I'll be checking my CPU utilization. So how it's working and all, I'll be checking this. So how it is checking and all, I'll be checking this. So like this, so processor and all, I'll be now checking this. So this is the concept. So memory and all, I'll be checking. Like this, I'll be checking for my drive disk. So after that, we'll be checking these concepts. Okay, so now I'll be going where I'll be going that monitoring. So I have to refresh again one time. any, anyway, if I want to start one process first itself, I want to, so first I want to go with refresh, and I'll be going for monitoring purpose. Select this and monitoring purpose. So CPU utilization. So CPU utilization means, and now I show the demo of these concepts. CPU utilization. So CPU utilization enlarged. I can go with the enlarged. So enlarged, and I can with this concepts. So I can go this. What is the process and all? We go there. So before that, I'll be clicking on connector, and I'll be clicking on view matrices. So CloudWatch manager. Directly I'm going to the CloudWatch. Now if I give this view matrices, so it will be confused one. Sometimes all of them it will be confused one. So why we are using that and all will be confused. So only I'm gonna go in. So if I want to repeat, you can message me in the chat. So I can, if you are confused, I'll be helping you in the chat. So on next I'll be going for this concept. So I'll be checking this utilization and all. I will check. So I'll be now. So this click on our dashboard. I have to go for dashboard. So custom dashboard. Create a dashboard. I have to click create a dashboard. So dashboard name is AWS FIP cloud dashboard and create dashboard. So now I'll be line graph or numbers, gauges, so many things that pie chart is there. Now I'll be going with the line chart. If I go with another thing, I'll be going this. So here, so elastic, so many things is that. So I have to go for this in this EC2 pre-instance matrices. So in this pre-instance matrices, many things will be displayed. So for that reason, what I want to do means I have to close. So I'll be copying my instance ID. So I'll be copying my instance ID. So in this I'll be selecting. So first I'll be selecting my instance ID and CPU. So first one itself, the CPU utilization is that. Now I'll be selecting this and I'll be creating widget. So now the widget is ready, and I'll be clicking on save. So now it's saved. So the cloud watch is enabled. So this is used for monitoring purpose. So with this dashboard, whatever I need, I can able to see this. So if I want to load memory and all, I can able to do this with this concepts. So this is the concept. Simply this is the concept. So if I go this also, you can configure any other things. I want to do that, I can do that. So now anyone having the doubt, you can ask that. Now we seen that till now. So if you have any doubt, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the questions. So now the mic is enabled. Now it's okay. Now we can start these concepts. So this enabled. So next SNS is that. So SNS stands for Simple Notification Service. Notification service. So simple notification service. So what is this means? It will be checking alarm. So it will be checking on alarm. So alarm. So alarm means what it will be using notifications. So simply told that notification in the phone you will be having one notifications. So what is this notifications means? So what is notifications now? So if I get any message or any other things, I'll be getting the notification in my phone like that only. I will be creating one notifications. So if I get the so if I get the values above my CP health is not good means I'll be getting the notification. The CP health is not working and all. So if I get the notification in the mail, so how I can get that? I can check with this. So now I'll be logging this zoho.com. I'll be so I think I'll log in one of the mail IDs. Which I'm having in Zoho, so I'm using this. So I think it's access my Zoho. Okay, my mail ID is enabled. So my mail ID is enabled. So now I'll be checking with this. So how I'll be checking? So here SNS. So I'll be going for so new tab. I'll be clicking on new tab. So SNS simple notification service manage topics of push or sub. Simple notification service supports messaging microservice and server applications. So here AWS FIP SNS. I'll be giving the create topic. So first of all, I'll be creating one topic. So how SNS works? So SNS how it means? So pointing to publishing message. So for the publishing message, I'll be creating one topic. So and next thing is that what I'll be doing a standard first in first out. So here standard means I'll be getting HTTP, SQS, email and all. I'll be having SQS simple queuing service. Next we'll be seeing this SQS simple queuing service. So next thing is that a standard. So because I'm going to use email, so my mobile application endpoints I'm not using HTTP. No, I want to go there SQS Lambda. So email, if I want to use email, it's free. SMS and all it will be charged. So only I'm using email. So SNS display name is optional one. So I don't want this encryption. If I want encryption, I can enable access policy and all basic one itself enabled data policy and all deliver tags. I'm simply doing that only, and I'll be displaying this. Now it will be work. So I want to create subscription. So subscription means who is or the subscriber. So subscriber. So email method, subscription method is email. I'm going to subscribe by email. So email in this I have to put my mail ID. So and create subscription. So my end point is my mail ID and this. So here I will be going for pending confirmation. So where I will be going now, I will be getting this in a notifications, notification tab. So in the SNS, I will be getting this. So you have chosen to subscribe topics. So confirm subscription. It is asking. If I give confirm means It is confirmed, successfully confirmed. So now I check with this means pending confirmations. So if I want to refresh and now it's confirmed. Okay, so dashboard. So if I it's confirmed and topics inside the topics, I'll be going for this concept. So subscriptions and all. If I want to create one subscription and all, I can give this. So I want to test this concept. So SNS is another concept. And next I'll be clicking on published message. I want to click on published message. So I want to test that it is working or not. So if I use many, how much mail ID I want to give, I can give this. So this is my wish, and I am clicking on publish. So subject is test message. So time to leave. I didn't custom payroll for delivery. Enter the wrong message. Testing for testing purpose. So I can give this, and if I give attribute and all, I can give this. Otherwise, I can give and publish the message. Simply I. So message is successfully. So this ID is published. So I can check with this. So now test message. I got the subject. So I got this message. Test sample message for testing purpose. So what I gave, I'll be giving this concept. So now you got the ideas about this. So now you got the ideas about this. So next, what we'll be doing now? So next, I want to see that how to link this both the concepts. How I can link? So I'm having one side I'm having. So one side I'm having SNS, and on one side I'm having CloudWatch. The CloudWatch I'm mapped this for monitoring purpose. So next, how I'll be mapping this concept watch SNS, and I'll be mapping this how to map. So next we will be seeing this concepts mapping, how to map this both the concepts. So next I will be mapping. So now we'll go with these concepts. So here CloudWatch. So here CloudWatch, I'll be going for alarm. So alarm and alarm. In alarm, I think that I can go for any other things. So this is the simplest way. So if I go like this also instance, so instance, so storage, so status and alarm, so matrices alarm, like this action create status alarm also I can go like this. So otherwise I can go like this also. So both way I can be. So if I go with this also is easy, or otherwise I can go with this also. Your choice. As per your choice, you can do with this. So I can for refresh. So I'll be going with this alarm. Create alarm. Select matrices. I have to click select matrices. So easy to per instant matrices. I have to select this. So if you feel this is very hard and all, you can go directly this action. check status, check alarm, create alarm, alarm notification. Same thing only. So select matrices. So here I'll be already selected the matrices. So notifications. So if I have any existing alarm, I can do that. Otherwise, I'll be existing. So here also I can check with this. So EC2, for instance, matrices, and I'll be copying my CPU utilization and select matrices. I can give this select matrices. So like this also I can go. Otherwise, select alarm notifications. So here alarm means so here we will be selecting next and all and alarm and all. This will be simplest one I think that. So instead of going to that and this and all, so that all the things will be there created CloudWatch. So SNS. So simple. I'll be mapping this SNS alarm action and all. I can go this average samples some. So constitutive one 5 minutes alarm name threshold. So all the things I'll be great and I'll be creating. So if I go with this, I can check with this. So matrices, configure matrices, CPU utilization. I will be giving CPU utilization average. So greater than or equal to one. So for this purpose, I will be giving on greater than or equal to one. And so greater than or equal to one. If I go with any, so why means for checking purpose, I'm using with the greater threshold. So threshold value. So physics value then so threshold value is greater than one. So if I do any action, so it will be simply goes to threshold of one, maximum of one. So I'll be using this concept and next I'll be creating next. So in alarm, so in this alarm I have to select this. In alarm means select existing topic of AWS FIP SNS. Existing topic, or otherwise I can use this. Also I can use this. And next, and again select the existing AWS FIP SNS. So here endpoint is my mail ID is also displayed. So lambda action, auto scaling and all I can don't want to give. So I can simply go with and next I can click on next. So alarm name is AWS FIP alarm. So AWS FIP alarm, edit and preview and next I can give this next. So always it's going beyond that. So it will be going that I can check this in the preview state. I can check all the things and create alarm. So it is created. So wait a minute. All alarm I have to go this all alarm and I can check this. So insufficient. It's so wait for a minute. We will be getting this output. So in the cloud computing and all. So in alarm. So if I do action, so if I get this alarm, so I'll be getting this as you are receiving the because your alarm was FIP in this has entered the alarm because threshold is one. So why I'm getting this means I'm opening I think connecting to this instance and all. So I'm doing some of the activities like this and all. So for that reason only it is going to the beyond the threshold. So that means the threshold value is this 3.44166. So this is the one. So insufficient data, so alarm, so all the things I am getting the notification like this. We can go that for every 5 minutes I said that. So if I set beyond that and all I can able to go with that concepts. So now you got the ideas about this. So like this, I can go this. So now, so all I know that. So I already told that if I create one thing, I want to delete. I want to know how to delete. So now we can check with this how to delete my concept. This concepts and all how I'll be deleting. So before that, I'll be checking this concept network tool. So I'll be checking with DNS. So now you check this. Previously, that is the concept. NS1 and NS2 is that. So now this will be mapped. So I can check with this Reccsar Yes. So my in my mobile it is working. So so if you want to check, if you check in your domain names and all, it will be working. I don't want to put HTTP. It's HTTP. Let's continue to the side. Okay. Now it's mapped. So I think now it's working. So how they will be charging this based upon this request and all. So it will be charging. So if you open, so anyone, all of them can check in your browser that Rexa.in. So what does this means? This red color will become came. So you can check. Otherwise, if you have any confuse in this your state and all, I can check with this. So now I'm opening this. So cd slash var slash www slash html. Yes, sorry, I forgotten the this dot html. Here I can go with blue color. And I'll be getting an entry. So now I'll be checking with this concept, this cloud workshop. So now it's blue color is changed. So like this, if I want to change or any other things, I'll be going to like this. I can go with this concepts. So I think any no doubt is there. If you have any doubt, you can unmute yourself and you can ask your doubts. So anyone having the doubts, you can ask. So now its mic is enabled. So if you have any, you can ask any questions. You can ask the questions. Okay. So first, so I'll be telling this how to delete this DNS. So Route 53. So Route 53 is a heavy charge. So I'll be telling this how to delete this and how I can change that concepts and all. So first, I'll be going with. So here, network and content delivery, Route 53. So on next, I'll be clicking on hosted zones, public. So if I want to delete this and all, it will be showing an error. So I can check with this. So we can, if we go with this, it will be show an error that NS records and except NS record and SOI record, all that should be deleted. So I put that A records for two A records. I think A records are address records are there. Two A records. This records and this records are there. So I want to delete this record, delete this permanently, and delete this. If I go with this posted zones, if I go and delete this, so delete this and it will be deleting. So now it will be deleted. So what it will hosting server. So now it's working deleted. So now it's deleted. So I will be going on hosting in this change name server, and I'll be putting on use hosting a name server. So default hosting server. If I go with this, I'll be pointing to my domain name. So it will be propagate 24 hours. They told that, but that maximum it will be taking around 30 minutes time to propagate records with that. Okay. Now next we will be going with this concept how to delete. So now how to delete this and how to delete route 53. I see that we see that we saw how to delete the route 53. And next concept is that how to delete this alarm and CloudWatch and all. I'll be deleting this first. I'll be no going for CloudWatch. So CloudWatch in the dashboard, I'll be deleting this. So delete and delete. So CloudWatch will be deleted, and I will be deleting alarm. So action, delete and delete. I'll be going on delete. Alarm will be delete, and I'll be going for the simple notification service dashboard. Topics in this topics, I'll be deleting all the topics. Topic and delete. So now I get this to delete. So now we got the ideas about this to how to delete and how to. So because if I go with any of the concepts, I want to know that how to delete. So this will be the concepts, and next this alarm and all. I will be deleting this, and next what I'll be doing now. So next we'll be going for auto scaling. So next we'll be going for auto scaling. So here today, I think this will be the last topic. So it will be a big topic. So it will be taking around a full time to complete. So next we'll be seeing at auto scaling. So auto scaling. So what is mean by auto scaling? AWS auto scaling. So what is mean by AWS auto scaling means auto scaling is a service. So auto scaling is a service that automatically adjust the number of EC2 instance, adjust the number of EC2 instance based on our demands, performance matrices, and schedules, all the things it will be doing that. Where it will be using that, we will be things that if it is crashed or any other things, it will be take the backups of this and it will be taking this. So all of them knows that. So many when the new movies came and all, the ticket news, ticket new website or book my show website will be crashed. They'll be telling that. So crash and how you have already gone to that. So how it will be retrieved? So by retrieving, it can be retrieved by like this. If it is crashed, it will be having the backups. With that backups itself, we will be get this data again. We'll be getting that with that. So now I will be seeing that how will we try that and all. So before going to the auto scaling launch template in the instance, have to click. So I'll be deleting. I think I will be deleting now this instance. I don't want this instance, so I'll be deleting this instance. Launch template. I will click on launch template. So launch template means we will be creating template. So launch template. So already we've seen that platform as a service and all will be thought that. So in this I'll be, so it's a blueprint used AWS. So blueprint means what are the things that will comes and all will be having this. How easy to instance should be launched. So how easy to instance. So with this template, it will be launched at EC2. So EC2 and what is the configuration? So what are the keypads? What are the things that we have to use? All the things it will be doing that. So why we are using the launch template means, so why we are using means we are using for reusability. So version control. So that and all it will be having. So now I'll be using this how to create a launch template. Now we can go with check with this that how to launch a template. Create, so instance, in that instance launch template. We have to click launch template and create launch template. I'll be creating one template with the blueprint concepts. With the blueprint concepts. So I'll be giving AWS FIP template. Template and all. If I have any source template, we can use this. So I'm not having this. So on next recent quick start. Ubuntu. I have clicked this Ubuntu. So I'll be checking this free tier eligible. So I'll be clicking on free tier eligible or not. Free tier, if I free tier eligible, that only I would like this similar to this. So instance type I'll be using on p2.micro because it's a free one. So only I'm selecting this. Like similar to that, how we will be creating instance. So here we'll be creating one and only the template, not a instance. So on next key pair, so AWS FIP key, I'll be clicking on AWS. So network, create a security group or existing security. I'll be using this existing security group. So Linux security group, storage volumes and all defaultly 8 GB will be there. So types and all. So and I can advanced details and all launch template and create a launch template. I'll be clicking on launch template. Okay, so launch and view launch template. I'll be clicking on this and I'll be checking this. So now you got this how to launch a template. So next, what we'll be doing now, we'll be going for auto scaling. Auto scaling, in the auto scaling group is there. I have to click that concept. So create auto scaling group. Auto scaling helps to maintain availability of your applications. So whenever, so it is any automatically, so auto scaling for the collection of EC2 instance that automatically scaling the fleet management features. This features helps to maintain health and availability of your application. If the health is down, it will be create one new instance and it will be mapped with that concepts and all. That like this, it will be there. And create auto scaling group. I will be clicking on create auto scaling group. So auto scaling group name is AWS FIP auto scaling. So launch template. In this launch template, I'll be clicking on this. Otherwise, if I don't use this and I'll create launch template and I'll be clicking on refresh and I can do this. I can again check with this it's good available or not. I'll be checking on this concept either it's available or not and next I'll be clicking on next. So here VPC and all I'm having all the things. So availability zones, I have to select all the availability zones because whenever I need this, which availability is available, that it will be go with that availability zones. I'll be clicking on balance effort and next thing. So node load balancer. If I want the if I have the load balancer, attach a new load balancer or existing load balancer and all. If I have the instance, I can do it. But I don't want to instance any load balancer. VPC lattice integration option. So VPC we didn't see the topic. Tomorrow we'll be going to see this that topic. So we'll be skipping this concepts. So attach recovery controller application. Sorry, application recovery controller is also we want to enable. So health check. Elastic block storage health. If I want to check this EBS health, if I want, I can enable. Otherwise, I can go with next. So desired capacity, scaling desired capacity, maximum capacity, minimum how much instance I want to run at a time, and maximum how much I want to run. The things and all I can go with this. So here auto scaling. So automatic scaling and all. If I not no policies, I can use this here. May instance maintenance policy no behavior. Additional capacity settings default. I can use this or additional settings. So if I enable instance productions and all, I can use this. Otherwise, I can leave it. And next, I can click on next. Add notifications. SNS. If I have the SNS, I can add this topics. So SNS means I'll be getting the notification to my mails or things that happens. It will be getting this in the mail. So otherwise, I can go with next tags. Tags and all. I have to give this. N should be the caps one. So name and FIP server. I can give this server. And next, I can I can click on next. So I will be checking all the things. It will be correct or not. So I'll be checking things and create auto scaling group. So it will be taking around the time. So what until that what I'll be doing now? I'll be going for this instance. So now I'll be checking that a new instance system running. So no. So pending AWS FIP server now it's created. So we can check with this when it will created like this. We can so AWS Linux security FIP key. So 20. So now it's created. So now we got that it will be created based on that updating capacity. So status is empty. So now it's working. I think that it's working. So how I check means here a new instance is created. So with that new instance, I came to the conclude that it's working. So now, if I want to, how I'll be checking means if I delete this. So now I can refresh and check that only three instances there. Only three instances are that. So now I will be how I'll be checking means instance I'll be terminate delete this instance. So it will be having already told that this configuration. So any application it will be creating. Now it's shutdowning. So it will be around. It will be taking around a few minutes time. So it will be taking around a few minutes time to this concepts. So terminated and I can check this. So terminated it will be taking around this notifications. So it will be automatically created on new server. So wait for a minute, we can check with this. So now itself three only is there. Another instance will be creating this. Wait a minute, it will be creating. Sometimes it will be taking around a time. So few minutes, 5 minutes time. So it's three only. It's there now. So we can wait for a minute. So why it's taking a time? I don't know. Yes. Now you check with this. Now one new server is AWS FIP is the previous server. Now this server is running. So running. So now it's created. So when it's created, we can check with this. So so 10. So now only before a minute we will be creating one new server AWS FIP Linux. So Linux or Unix. So all the things. Now we got the idea. If I stop this, if I delete or any other reboot or any crash is there, it will be created based upon my backups. So now we got the conclude that it's working. So now it will be backup. So with the backup, it will be creating automatically. So next, how I want to delete my server. So if I want to delete this means, so where I can means directly simply I will be going for this. First, I have to delete this auto scaling action. I'll be selecting this and I'll be deleting this. So delete and delete. So it will be deleting. It will be taking around a few minutes time deleting, and it will be deleted. So after that, I'll be going for the launch template. So launch template action and delete template. I want to delete all the things. So I'll be clicking and delete. So delete and delete. So I'll be deleting. So if I delete this, I'll be checking this means this instance will be shutting down and terminated. Because why it's happening means, so it is happening because of this concept. So if I delete that, I permanently delete this auto scaling and auto scale launch template. Auto scaling only after that only I have to delete this concept. It was deleting, so it will be taking around the time, few minutes time to delete it, because this server and all I want to shut down all the things, and it will be deleting all the things. So for that reason only it will be taking around a time. So now it's deleted. So with this, so now anyone having the doubt in this concepts, if you have any doubts, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the questions. Anyone?